good to see you.
Hi, Dr. Gambero. How are you? We have met. I think it hasn't passed. The 2 weeks haven't passed yet.
2 weeks ago for the Unicorn pitch Serbia.
Yeah,
the Serbian one.
yeah, and we really had
I was
a
judging
blast.
there, and I'm absolutely honored to have been invited because it was also a very particular occasion with what was going on and what is still going on
Well, it's still going,
in Ukraine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But looks like David is slapping the face of Goliath.
It certainly seems that way.
Yeah. Looks
Yeah.
like. Good to see you.
Okay, I've received a note from Raj that we're good to go. Is everyone ready? Okay.
Yes,
I guess good to see the startups in the room. So just some quick housekeeping. So for the judges, just make sure that links are working, and if there's any challenges with your links, let us know. For the participants, welcome. Good to see everybody here. For those of you who can, it would be great if you could switch on your cameras so we can see your face, and if, when you're smiling, we know you're smiling. And if you want to chat, the chat box is open. I see some people doing it already. So by all means, if you'd like, please share your contact details in the chat box so that people can contact you. LinkedIn profiles are completely cool, or even your startup websites, so you can kind of get to know each other as well. Okay, so let's kick this off, right? Welcome to Unicorn Pitches, Malaysia edition. We've done this once before, at least together with Scale Up Malaysia. We did this for the first time in December, and we've kind of partnered with the team as well as the team at Falcon Crest to bring the Malaysia edition. We'll be doing this every quarter, and so we're really excited to be able to meet all of you and kind of see how good the Malaysian startups are and how they will fare eventually on the world stage as compared to other startups. So it's a really exciting international competition. An interesting feature, at least given the times we are in, as Dr. Daniel kind of pointed out, is that the team who kind of is behind Unicorn Pitches is from the Ukraine, right? And so I guess they're having a bit of an interesting time for them. They texted us a couple of weeks ago and said, guys, whatever it is, let's continue with the event. We are willing to go ahead with this. So it says a lot for who they are as individuals. And we said, yeah, if you guys are all in, we're all in to make this happen. And so really admire the team in the Ukraine, right? Just a quick story about Scale Up Malaysia, just to give you a bit of a background, and then I'll kind of give some acknowledgements to those who have kind of made this happen. So Scale Up Malaysia is an accelerator. We're based out of Malaysia, but we've now started looking at companies all across the region who come to us. We look for companies who are at the growth stage, who want to grow and scale their business, and who have already generated revenue and shown some product market fit already. We believe in helping startups to kind of grow and get beyond the Malaysian shores and to really build that regional story. And we've helped our companies kind of grow and develop into kind of great successes. For the last few months, we've seen a couple of good stories from Scale Up Malaysia. We've seen a company get acquired, a couple of them receive follow-on investments, and we're very proud of our companies for how they've gone and how they've grown over the last couple of years. We've recently finished our third cohort, and so we've now invested in about 30 plus companies so far over the last 2 years. So we have our hands full with some really great companies, and we're really looking forward to see helping them grow. So that's a little bit about us. We're really proud to be part of this, to meet new companies in Malaysia, and also to meet the lovely judges that, I've only met you guys before the December edition, but it's good to see you guys again. It feels like I'm meeting an old friends that I've not seen since December last year. So it's good to see you guys. So special acknowledgement, thank you to all the judges. I know it takes a lot of effort to be in an event like this, especially for those of you who are not based in this time zone. Some of you had to wake up early to join us, so we really appreciate that you're spending the time to be here with us. We'd like to also acknowledge the team at the Unicorn Pitches, so Startup Network, Kate and Lena, who are not with us today, obviously for obvious reasons, but I want to acknowledge them because they really are trying to make this a success, even as they're running their business in very, very difficult times. We'd also like to thank Mr. Hui Beng and Maribel from Falcon Crest Limited. They are the ones who kind of partnered with us to bring this to you today. So, and later you'll hear a little bit from Hui Beng, who will share a little bit about what he hopes to achieve from this session and maybe a bit of background as well. So I don't know, I'm giving him pressure, more things to talk about later. But thank you for partnering with us. It's been a pleasure. I also like to acknowledge Raj. I mean, I just come here and smile and look friendly with all you guys. The real work is being done by Raj, who's really putting all the effort to reach out to all of you here, to kind of get you guys on board, to join the platform and to do all the arrangements. So thank you to Raj especially. And I'd like to thank every single startup who's here today. I always say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And so you've taken a shot today, you've put yourself out there, whether or not you succeed or don't become one of the top 3, it doesn't matter. You've got 10 new judges who've laid eyes on you, and who knows where this will go and how much more opportunities will be there in front of you. So congratulations for just being here and applying to be a part of this. All right, so with that aside, without further ado, I'd like to invite Mr. Ui Hui Beng. He's the Managing Director of Falcon Press Limited, to maybe say a few words. He's based out of Singapore. He's probably also rejoicing that now he can go out without a mask. Penny, you may need to mute your mic. Okay. All right, Mr. Hui Beng, over to you.
Well, thank you, Aaron. Thanks for the wonderful introduction. First of all, good afternoon to all, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome. I'm very pleased to see so many old friends online that we worked together with before. And but before that, I'd like to thank the people on the ground, Aaron and Raj and the team for putting this together. So really appreciate the hard work they put in to make this event happen, in spite of the world events that are affecting our day-to-day lives. So first we have the COVID, and then now we have the war and the sanctions. So if we are doing business with any company that has any link with Russia, we are in trouble. So it's just unfortunate that this has happened. But regardless, we still carry on with our lives, and we still carry on with our business to the best of our ability. And today is a good indication that things are going on as usual. So I would like to wish all the startups good pitching day today. And I also like to thank all the judges for taking up their valuable time to help us to select the best pitch, so that they can go and join the regional and the final round in Silicon Valley. So today is not my day, it's really the competitor's day. So I will just, leave it at that, and wish everyone who is competing good luck, and thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Back to you, Aaron.
Thanks, Hui Beng. Thanks for the lovely introduction and for sharing those thoughts with us. At this point, I would like to introduce all the startups to the judges who will be judging you for this day, right? They've all come from far and wide, as you can obviously see. And some of them are actually very, very experienced unicorn pitches judges who've been doing this for some time. So we'll go with the list that I have in front of me. I know some of them are logging in a little bit later. Judges, I'm going to give you 1 minute to share a little about yourself. And I thought, to make it fun for those who are here, maybe share one thing you're hoping to see from the companies who are pitching today. Like something that it could be an emotion, it could be something specific, or it could be something to do with business. I'll leave that to you. And just to put you on the spot, since you're one of the first people who got in, we'll start with Mr. Gajo Vanka. He's the CFO and from an honorary doctorate from the British American University. Gajo, over to you. Maybe you can give a bit of an introduction to yourself, and then one thing you're hoping from the companies today.
Thank you very much, Aaron, for your brief introduction. And guys, I'm really looking forward to the event and learning more details about the startup that are enrolling to this event. Nevertheless, this is not my first time being part of Malaysia startup ecosystem within the startup network. For the ones who haven't met me, I'll try to present myself. As Raj said, I'm a finance guy. Well, I haven't started as a finance. Mostly I started with sales and market research and doing a lot of analyst work from the commencement of my career. So I generally spend a lot of time the past 10 years working on financial management and administration roles, as well as operations management within the startups, SME and SMB organizations. leading and motivating people within the team. Generally, I worked on the projects that involved developing and managing technology and manufacturing companies with an expertise with the financial and operational performance analysis, optimization and management of international tax credits. I also work on various tasks that involves opening foreign subsidiaries and branches, learning about the local ecosystem and regulations so that we optimize our financial acumen. So long story short, I'm an executive with more than 20 years of experience in the private sector regarding corporate governance, corporate planning and planning processes, coordination and implementation of projects in different kind of sectors and industries, mostly working on the domain of Central, Eastern, and Southeast European markets, covering fields such as agribusiness, FMCG, information and communication technology, telecommunications, as well as textile industry. Currently, I work for the Fashion Union LC, which is a clothing manufacturer specialized in the production of light knitwear, where additionally I work on improving the customer experience. Outside of my employment, I work as the CEO of Serbian Management Association, which is a think tank who works to attract the foreign direct investments for the market and organizing various business forums where we speak on topic of startups, entrepreneurship, compliance, better regulations, and of course tax favorable position of our country to be more competitive on the global market. So as far as the startup ecosystem in Serbia, I'm really keen to learn more about Malaysia and our interrelation, where we can do some business through association connection or maybe some super cluster in terms of acceleration and incubation programs. So guys, feel free to connect, and I'm looking forward to learn more about today's startups. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir. Always love to hear you talk and tell your story. It's always very interesting.
Thank you very much.
Next up, we have Encik Azizi Mionga. He's the Executive Director of Invest Energy Sdn Bhd. Sir, I know you've already hinted what you're looking for from the startups, so maybe you can also repeat it as well, but tell us a bit about you.
Right, yeah, well, I've been working at the executive level for 51 years, started as a planter for 20 years, so purely a hands-on person, very operational, before I moved to strategic planning when I was with Guthrie. And thereafter, well, I covered a couple of industries from agriculture, food, technology. I was involved a lot in electronic those days, but I mean, building up companies, building up electronic gadgets and so on and so forth. And I was also, I had some experience in blockchain. I'm still doing blockchain for the agriculture industry plus halal industry. As an entrepreneur, I move out. I've done a couple of interesting projects. One of them is digital news, the ASEAN Post. I think we're moving into something more into fintech media. And currently, I'm with Invest Energy. I'm very focused on the ESG, what they call it, environmental, social governance. Those are the. There's a reason why sustainability becomes a big issue. And some of my judgment on some of the proposal, some of the bidders, I will look into the area of sustainability. I will look into the area of they call that scalability. And of course, a lot of these companies, they are really looking at building data. And I think data become the future oil. So a lot of it, if you look at it, if you decipher it, they are more interested to collect data, and that can be the big business rather than what exactly they're doing. So I think the interesting part, most of the bidders are addressing the digital disruption issues, which is quite important now because you need efficiency, you need interconnectivity, and a lot of them are not confined to within the country. They're moving into cross-border business. So this is quite interesting. Even though they are startup small, but they have got big ideas and big plan. And I'm glad that to be one of the judges for for today's occasion. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, JSCC. Thanks. Good to have you with us. All right. Next up, we have Dr. Daniel Gambero. His Zoom headline says President of MPA. So I won't say what I have in my notes, but what I have in my notes is that you also have some history with Malaysia, and I know the last time you told some nice stories as well. So I'll leave the time to you, and of course you can share with the guys what you're looking for today as well.
Yep, I think I am the youngest here today. Glad to be so.
I challenge you there.
I'm Daniele Gambero, originally from Italy, but I define myself a bit more a citizen of the world. I've been lucky enough to work and visit plenty of and study in plenty of countries around the world. Since 1998, based in Malaysia. I've been a property entrepreneur all my life, serial entrepreneur, beside property in different type of ventures, serial investors in startups. I've been launching my very first startup in 1977. You can find the story of that in my LinkedIn account in the articles. It's a bit of fun. Different times, different numbers, different pitches above all. Very passionate in property, and since 2015 I've been joining the Malaysian PropTech Association, that is why President MPA, Malaysian PropTech Association, which is an association, independent and non-profit organization, non-government controlled, representing the PropTech industry in Malaysia. We are helping our members in preparing themselves for pitches, providing them access to local and international platform for funding, VCs, and so on. What I look at today, because besides being a property man and a PropTech player myself, I'm also extremely passionate about ESG and SDG, exactly as Izzy has been saying. There cannot be a business without ESG compliance and SDG achievements. So what I hope to see today, I hope to see scalability, I hope to see new ideas, new technologies, but most of all, I hope to see a big impact in ESG, a big impact in SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, and a good compliance with environmental, social, and governance of ESG. And with this, I return back the line to you, the stage to you. Best luck to all the pitchers today. I want to see a good fight.
Nice.
Dr. Gambero, I'm looking to your insights as well.
Cool. Thanks so much, sir. Next up, we've got Mr. Stephen Young. I see, Stephen, you're here. Maybe Stephen's the managing director at Local LLC. Maybe you can share a little bit about yourself and what you're expecting from the companies today. Yes, I think Stephen's here.
There is a tab named.
Sorry, Aaron, I don't see him on the list of the participants. Maybe he was briefly, but I don't know. He just
maybe he's dropped off. Okay, okay, we'll get back to him once he gets back on or something. All right, Mr. Kalen, you just came on as well. Maybe you can also share a bit about yourself. CEO and co-founder of What, and he's a mentor at Magic as well. Kalen, if you can say hello. Hey, good to see you again.
Good to see you again. Hi everyone, some known faces and some new faces. Thanks again for inviting me here. I'm the co-founder and CEO of What. I'm based in the US. It's a little over the midnight here. What is the world's first platform for virtual charity walks and running events. So if you guys want to participate in the Boston Marathon, you don't really have to come all the way to the US to participate in it. You just download our application and start walking in Malaysia. We help your participation gets counted. I'm also a startup mentor. I mentor startups based in Singapore, Malaysia, and in the West Coast in the US. I am a member of World Economic Forum, Forbes listed recently Forbes listed, and also a climate reality leader trained by Vice President Al Gore. That's pretty much about me.
It's a very impressive resume. Could you share with the companies who are going to pitch, what's one thing you're looking for in the pitches today?
So I would definitely look for sustainability and strong financial models that you would be able to project at this point in time.
I can see everybody like sketching now with all the ESG comments coming in. It'll be fun to see what everybody says after this. Thanks so much, Kaylan. Good to see you again, and we'll talk more as the presentations go on, right? Okay, the first lady among all the thorns, first Rose to kind of share a bit of introduction. Karen Phua, she's experienced fintech ecosystem builder based in KL. Karen, and she's from the Fintech Association of Malaysia. Karen, maybe you can share a little bit about yourself and one thing you're looking for from each of the companies today.
Hi, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Raj, for inviting me here again. It's really an honor. Hello to all the old faces here, not necessarily by age. So Fintech Association has been around since the end of 2016. We have at one point close to 200 members in our association. And then during that time, we also have had discussions and roundtables with fintech startups. So that one is a passion job. We are all volunteers, and to pay the bills, I'm the country manager for Funnel. It's an ECF platform. So what do I hope to see from the presenters today is actually a healthy dose of reasonableness. What I meant is that sometimes startups are so caught up with their own invention, creation, their baby, that they lost that sight of being reasonable in product creation, product innovation, and even sometimes the ask when it comes to the financial part. So good luck to all the presenters. I wish you all the best. Thanks.
Thank you, Karen. Some reasonableness. I mean, it's nice, you know. I was just thinking that it's rare you see a startup competition where the judges tell you what they're looking for before you pitch. Because normally you don't know anything about the judges who are sitting in the seats in front of you. Okay, we've got also a new judge who wasn't with us the last time. All you judges are saying hello to each other. New judge to Unicorn Pitches, but not a known face to those of us at Scale Up Malaysia. I'd like to welcome Kevin Brockton. He's the managing partner in Indelible Ventures. They're a firm that's based in Malaysia, but looking at Malaysian SaaS companies and B2B companies. We partner with him for Scale Up Malaysia Cohort 3. And I was just with this guy somewhere in Seremban on Monday looking at one of our portfolio companies. And we had some amazing Indian food after that. So Kevin, maybe you can share a little bit about yourself and then one thing you're looking for from with the companies here.
Yeah, thanks for having me here. Yeah, so I'm essentially a career investor. I've been doing it basically my entire professional career. I've been involved in hundreds of transactions across the globe. I've lived and worked in 5 of the 7 continents that going across. So I've pretty broad range of experience. Launched Indelible Ventures at the end of last year, and are making pretty impressive strides with Indelible, which is focused on Malaysia, and as Aaron said, focused on B2B, SaaS, etc. As far as what to be looking out for out of the pitches, in an attempt to not repeat, although ESG, sustainability, all those things are fantastic, but you know what I look for out of most every pitch is just really strong storytelling. You really need to get a person excited around what your problem statement identification is and why your solution, why you as a team, etc., are the ones to crack it and why it's something to get excited about.
Excellent. Thanks, Kevin. Okay, final judge to introduce herself. She's my partner at Scale Up Malaysia. Shanli, she's also an entrepreneur herself, was running Baby Dash for the longest time, very known in the financial circles. I've heard the word legendary thrown about when people are talking about her. Shanli, could you share a little bit about yourself and about what you're expecting from the companies?
Hi, everyone. As Aaron mentioned, my name is Shanli and I'm from Scale Up Malaysia. So I'm not going to give you any background about Scale Up Malaysia. But my background is really in banking and finance. So I spent many, many years working for a bank here in Malaysia called CIMB. And my last role with CIMB was actually head of the ventures team. So I looked after CIMB's investments in potential ventures outside of the banking industry. In 2011, so a long, long time ago, while I was still working for the bank, I actually co-founded an e-commerce company called Baby Dash. And Baby Dash till today is one of the leading mom and baby e-commerce portals in Malaysia, providing everything that you need for your baby. I spent many years as an entrepreneur pitching, so I know exactly how you guys feel. I know what it feels like to do multiple pitches in front of multiple people. It's very stressful. And that was also the time that I met a lot of people in the startup ecosystem, as well as my partners in Scale Up Malaysia. I've worked with a lot of startups as well, because I've coached a lot of the startups through the Proficio program, which is the coaching program that coaches companies that get grants from the Malaysian government. So I'm very much looking forward to hearing from all of you. I'm looking forward to listening about the different business models that I haven't heard of before. And the one thing that I really want to see, I mean, scalable business models definitely, but what I really want to see is I want to see passion. I want to see passion that moves me. So I like to see founders who are so passionate about what they do that they can move the people that they're speaking to or the people that they're pitching to. So that's really what I'm really looking forward to listening to from all of you. Good luck.
Thanks, Shanli. I think that you've got quite a bit of advice, Majlis. I think that's a really nice note to end on, to have passion when you're pitching. Okay, so now for the main event. Startup founders, how are you guys doing? Are you guys feeling nervous?
Yeah, very much.
Good. That's
3 minutes, man.
Yeah. Okay, so before we have the first company come aboard, and I always tell people the nerves are good, because it keeps you on your toes, makes sure you don't make mistakes, and kind of make sure that you're your best, right? So embrace the nervousness a bit. Just to give some housekeeping, just before the first presenter comes on, you have 3 minutes to pitch. Raj will be watching the time, and at the end of 3 minutes, he will stop you, okay? Just so that it's fair to all the other participants, right? And at that point, we'll break for 3 minutes Q&A, okay? Obviously, we've got a lot of judges, so we may not be able to get to all the judges. So judges, if you've got questions, please jump in and ask questions. I will open the floor for you to ask questions. For the participants, please maximize your time when you answer the question to really get the most out of the judges and try to get as many questions asked to you, because it does help when you answer questions clearly and simply, and don't go on long speeches thinking you can run out the clock. This is not school anymore. So yeah, by all means, please use your time wisely, and remember you have 3 minutes to pitch, 3 minutes for Q&A. All right. Raj will make you host prior to you pitching, so you can share your slides. And I would like just to do a gentle reminder to make sure those of you who are not speaking to mute your mics, okay, so that we don't interrupt those who are speaking. All right. Again, reminder: if you've got anything you want to say, use the chat box below. You can, add comments. And then for those of you once you're done pitching, please stay on, obviously, and support the presenters. After every pitches, we'll do a group picture with everyone who's here today, so we can post that on the social media platforms. And also we will announce the winners today as well. So you'll know who the top 3 winners are by the end of today's session. All right. So are you ready? First company is about to go live. All right, I know. Yep. Over to you. His company is called Fix Apa. So I guess Apa, to those of you who are not Malaysian, means what? I guess he'll explain to you what he's going to fix. I guess fix something. It's a solution to pave the way for industry improvement and social well-being of stakeholders by focusing on the implementation of Society 5.0. Very interesting. All right, I'll hand the time over to Mr. Ainul. Your time starts now.
Thanks, Evan. Hi, my name is Ainul Razman Ghazali. I am here to introduce you Fix Apa in the fifth work marketplace towards Society 5.0. Fix Apa is a digital platform that empower gig entrepreneurs rather than creating jobs for gig workers. My team consists of a data expert, a motivator, an investment expert, and I have 10 years legacy program experience through my involvement with Impact Beyond for the Rugby World Cup 2019 in Japan. The problem we are in the gig industry nowadays is that there is no true meaning of wealth distribution, and the policy is very gray. Our solution is to focus on the nation's shared economy vision 2030 and fix up a fair fee formula to create a fair work environment. Our third solution is a convergence solution. We don't need to do all, but we lead all through the digital ecosystem that we created. We have chosen legitimizing and digitalizing the home-based childcare operator as our accelerator program. Why? Because there's already a government act on this, and it is estimated 43,000 unregistered childcare operators operating in Malaysia. And the root of the problem is funding for the childcare operator to legitimize themselves to the regulated training program. Our convergence partner involves everyone in the ecosystem, from finance company for microloans to training partners, academia, communities, and the relevant government agencies. We have onboarded 240 operators since early this year, and they will finish their training by the end of this month. We expect to have generate an estimated 720,000 ringgit, where 57,600 is our adjusted monthly revenue from these onboarders. With a micro loan given as a carrot and stickiness program for the operators, we aim to onboard 5,000 operators for a year for the next 3 years. With this number, we expect to have a total turnover close to 300 million ringgit a year by year 3. And our adjusted revenue is 57 million ringgit. This is far from close to R1 billion shadow economy within the industry. Our obtainable market alone is estimated around 86.4 million ringgit a month. As mentioned earlier, our key convergence partners are from all sectors, from academia to financial institutions. The impact of our investment is that we can create affordable, quality early childhood education through a data that we will collect, increase wage for the operators, and providing entrepreneur and digital skills to the underserved. We can scale up our business to other industry and countries by copy and paste this proven system. We are offering 10% of our equity to you to be part of our legacy. Thank you very much. If you have any question, I hope I got my 3 minutes there.
Yeah. Thanks so much, I know.
Welcome.
How many minutes do you have?
I don't know.
How many seconds?
We got about 10 seconds left on the clock.
10 seconds to go. Wow, okay. Good economy of time. Okay, I already see hands up. Oh, by the way, judges, please use the hands up icon if you can. So I know to call you. Gajo, you're the first hand I see. And I guess I know you can stop sharing so that we can see the judges.
Okay, again.
Hi, I know, great presentation, right within the 3 minutes, which I really like. And I think you have covered almost everything. I haven't seen the slide with your competitors. So my question would be, who are your direct competitors and what differentiates you amongst them? Okay,
at this moment, we have 2 direct competitors. If you focus on this accelerator program, one is an international one called Sidley, and the other one is a local company called KidoCare. Okay, Sidley doesn't do verification. We do verification. We know who they are because these people are going to people's house, and foreigners can actually come in as well. On KidoCare, they set up the fee. For us, the what they call it, the operator set up their fee. Okay, so we basically we're working on volume rather than individuals.
Additionally, thank you for the answer. Additionally, would like to know so far how you have funded your project. Is it self-funded or you have already raised some money?
Mainly self-funded at this moment. Yeah. And basically, it's reinvestment what we already made earlier.
Thank you. Thank you for the answer and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gajo.
You're welcome.
Doctor, I heard you refer to yourself as Dr. Daniel Lee just now. So should I call you that? Is that the bit where to pronounce your name?
Daniel. Make it Daniel without the E at the end. Daniel, okay. Daniel.
Dr. Daniel.
Just Daniel. The usual way, because the precise should be Daniele.
Daniele.
None okay. Is able, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So make it Daniel. I know, yes, brilliant. One of the best pitch I've seen in the last few months, honestly.
Thank you very much.
You were like a machine gun. My first question was on competition, and Gajo has been stealing that question from me. What is your unique recipe for your nasi lemak? Your unique ingredient? Because in the past 3 years, I've been seeing a number of education platform online, applications and with apps, digitalization of childcare, kind of. Most of them plus minus failing, not really being able to grow up. Your secret ingredient?
Okay, my secret ingredient is our own algorithm. We call it Fit-Sapa Fair Fee formula. All right, because at this moment, most of the childcare operators has a fixed amount, 400 ringgit per month. All right. However, we want to work on the value that they have, because for those who take care of the children at home, they can only take 9 people. So if they are good, they need to put up their price, because your value will actually determine what people pay you. You know, because say like you got 9 people there, but you have 15 people who wants you. So by increasing their value, you can know who actually really wants you. So from 400 ringgit, they say they increase to 500 ringgit, maybe about 15 more. When they put up, say 600 ringgit, okay, you got that 9. Your value has increased, and then you have more revenue to earn. That's the value that we're looking at. So we focus on quality of your service, and that is where we help them. Thank you.
Thanks, I know. I'm so
Very
sorry,
nice.
judges. We're out of time. I'm so sorry. Do you have a quick question, Dr. Daniel?
Can I very very short?
Okay. Only if I know promises a
one
sentence answer. Okay. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, just to know, since how long you have been in the market?
We've been in the market since August 2020, but during that time, it's on incubator. We're putting our accelerator since January this year.
Thanks, Arno.
Thank you. Welcome.
Cheating. One sentence, you continued it for quite some time. All right. All right. Thanks so much. Thanks, Arno. Good job. All right. Next up, we've got a company called Homa. She's the lady in the yellow T-shirt. Hi, Penny. How are you doing? Penny, you there?
Penny, you are on mute.
Everyone. Hi, Aaron.
Hi. Okay, so Homa is a online to offline O2O building materials and finishes marketplace where you can find a wide range of high quality branded and bargain materials for your house project. Penny, are you nervous? Are you excited?
I'm very nervous. I still I've never pitched before.
I'm sure you'll do great. All right, Penny, over to you. Your time starts now.
Okay. Good day, judges. My name is Penny, and I'm the founder and CEO of Homa. Oops. Rapid urbanization accompanied by increasing disposable income in developing economies is one of the major factors driving the growth of the global home improvement market. The home improvement market is expected to reach $1 trillion by 2028 with a CAGR of 4.6%. While the industry is most commonly associated with creation, the waste generation by construction has become a huge problem, a problem that has no easy solution available. Hence, the key elements in improving the efficacy of the above elements is to push the construction and home improvement industry towards these circular economy models. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to introduce Homa to you, the new retail commerce that offer building materials and home improvement solution that focuses on affordability and sustainability. Homa focus on lightweight expansion model of being an enabler to connect products from construction site and factories to the B2B and B2C customer. Our current revenue model is earn a profit margin of 15% for every product sold. Well, Homa is a proven resilient model as we managed to hit 2.5 revenue growth from 1 million to 2.5 million despite only operating for 8 months during the pandemic and lockdowns. We managed to achieve the 2.5x growth by switching our focus from the B2C market to the B2B market. Our business is at profitable and proven scalable. By 2022 financial year, we are actually looking to achieve 3 targets. Number 1, to achieve 3x revenue growth at 7.5 million. Number 2, to repurpose at least 1 million overstock inventories. And number 3 is to reduce 40 million CO2 through the sales of the products. Today, I'm here to seek for $1.5 million to achieve our key milestone, which is to grow 3 times revenue growth from 2.5 million to 7.5 million through regional expansion. We will be using the fund through three main allocation, which is the marketing, expansion, operation, and technology. James and I has been in the construction and building material industry for more than 14 years, and we currently have a very lean team of 16 from diverse industry, creating an enviable company culture poised for strong growth. And finally, circular economy is just part of the sustainability. We believe that a market of reuse for renovation will start to develop if we're able to start mapping out the waste. It is not just about cost saving, it is about what we see beyond waste and sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you, Penny. Raj, how did she do for time?
Good on time. 15 seconds left on the clock.
Wow, everybody's being very economical, I've got to say. Okay, Gajo, I see your hand, but I'm going to go to our new judge, Kevin first, then we'll go to Azizi. Then we'll go to Kellen, okay? If that's okay, Gajo, and then we'll hopefully
absolutely,
get back to you.
absolutely. I always have something to ask.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll go quick. So there's
Penny
just two
also
questions. The first one's really easy. The first one's really easy. So the 2.5 million, is that gross merchandise value, or is that the 15% commission that you've taken?
It's a gross merchandise value, because we are not using purely online. We are actually connecting the offline and online. So we don't actually call the GMV, but instead we call it revenue.
Okay. And then the next question is, when you're saying that the B2B is not making up the majority of the revenue, is that basically construction companies, or who's the purchaser on the other side of that B2B side?
Yeah, we are still focusing on the B2B, but not the construction, but it's more towards the renovation segment, which is architect, the renovation, the small B.
And what prompted the big switch from 2020 to 2021 in regards to B2B? Was that a shift in your focus, or was that just a growth in that segment?
Everyone would thought that focusing on the mass market, which is the end user, is always the point, but we have noticed that the cost of acquisition for the end user is really very high. Whereas if the B2B, which is the small B, the recurrent is always there. Because one contractors or one interior designer will be taking multiple projects per year. Hence, if we were to target them, right, the repetitive of the orders coming back is bigger in compared to the end user.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. Just easy. I'll hand over to you to ask the next question.
Just a quick one. I'm looking at your stock holding. Where is your input coming from? Do you get it for free, or you have to pay it, or what kind of stock holding are you not going to cost you, for collecting all those
models? One is whenever we see a high profit margins, we will actually buy it off straight away to achieve a higher profit margin. But most of the time, we are actually getting these stocks as a consignment, because to them, if they were to put in their junkyards or in their warehouse, right, it actually incur a very high cost. So they are actually putting all these products in our place, so that then we will be able to sell it for them.
Okay, my second question is on marketing. I think I've seen your budget, you're putting about 1 million on marketing, because I thought marketing would be an issue for you. Is that right?
Yeah. Actually, we are currently not like 100% on the marketing, but it's more towards the marketing and expansion, as we are at the means of speaking to one of the Singaporean investors. So we will be taking half of the budget to go into Singapore for an expansion plan. And for the marketing, we are actually creating a social commerce company. So we will be incentivized a lot of KOC and related activities. So it's not really like taking the money to burn and that's it. So it's actually a recurring thing using an affiliates model.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Kellen, I noticed you dropped your hand. Do you have a question, or should I go over to Gajo?
My questions were already asked, but since anyway we have I want to ask one quick question. So, great presentation, great business model. How are you planning to scale from here on for your sales?
For the sales, you mean?
What's your sales growth strategy from here on? How is the scaling going to happen?
Actually, we are planning to use the same model as we are a platform model. We don't really like having a very heavy asset, so we'll be using the platform to buy regionally using partnership. So the models that we are going to scale over is basically we are looking for partners. Let's say example, we look for the partners over there to start seeing towards the online side of the.
Sorry, Penny, it's not just me, right? I couldn't hear quite.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, very difficult to hear, very soft.
Sorry, is it okay now?
You need to speak closer to the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Yeah. But actually, your time's up, actually. So if you can just repeat the last part real quick so we get the answer, and then we'll have to go to the next company.
Basically, we are using the partnership model and then to move the online platform over there for the regional scale.
Okay. Thanks, Penny. Kajon, sorry,
Brilliant.
we're going to have to go over this one. All right.
No worries.
Thanks, Penny. Good presentation. We'll go with the next company. The next company is a company called PetsQ. My notes say, and you can see on the screen, where they're revolutioning pets as second human. So I'm already curious. So I'll hand over the time to you. I believe you're Queenie, right? Queenie, I'll leave it over to you to share your presentation. And are you ready to go? By the way, I see your Zoom settings are still visible. We can't hear you. Maybe you can unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Now we can hear you. Thanks, Queenie. And you may want to minimize the settings bar because I see that over your slides.
Oh, okay. Let me remove it.
All right. Okay, Queenie, your time starts now.
Hi, everyone. I'm Queenie. I'm the founder and CEO of PetsQ. So we are Asia's first pet video marketplace, and our company vision is to revolutionize pets as our second human. So business valuation in pet industry. So pet industry right now is a USD 21.4 billion market. And the percentage of Malaysian owning of pets right now keep on increasing years by years. So what is the reason? The reason right now is due to people actually make pets as one of their family members. So in Malaysia, 59% of Malaysians owning a pets. So averagely, 3 out of 5 families in Malaysia actually owning a pets right now. So like we are Asia's first pet video marketplace. So our connection in pet industry right now is that we have 643 certified pets company partners, 173 certified pet taxi partners with us. And we in 2022, we have a partnership with World Pets Kennel Club, Vet 24/7, and Pets Runner. So our team is made up of six professional pet members, 5 marketing department members, 15 developers, and 1 accountancy department members. So our pet professional team members is made up of a team of professional people in pet industry, and all of us have experienced more than 6 years in pet industry. And then our marketing department, accountancy department, developers departments. Our vision is to be worldwide first and most customer-centric pet industry ecosystem and make pets as our second human. Our mission is to humanize pets and to help pet owners find, discover, and buy anything regarding in pet industry, and also empower pet businesses to maximize their success. So our unique selling proposition is that we provided all kinds of pets. Our pets is being certified by World Pets Kennel, and we allow customers to pay via installment. We provide pet taxi transportation. We provide secure payment and booking deposit method for our customers. And our first validation is that we are currently in 194K transaction right now. And our Facebook had reached 3K followers. And we have 643 certified pet company partners, 173 certified pet taxi partners with us. And our revenue right now will be USD 1.28 million. This will be our sales proof. And we have been recognized by all these associations right here. Our revenue model will be we earn 3.5% commission on each transaction from pets and pets product, 4.5% commission on each transaction for pet taxi, and we also have our own manufactured customized pet cages and also own manufactured customized pet probiotics. And our business forecast will be phase 1, we plan to grow as #1 Malaysia pet industry platform. Phase 2, plan to grow as Asia #1 pet industry platform, and phase 3, plan to grow as worldwide #1 pet industry platform. And yeah, the end. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. If you can end the slide presentation, then we'll open to the judges so we can see all the hands that are raised up. So we've got 3 judges with their hands up. I would encourage you to answer the questions as quickly, as briefly as possible with as much content to answer the questions so we can get to every judge that's here. I'll start with Karen. Karen, you can ask your question.
Hi, Queenie. Seems like you're like the Shopee for pets, right? Do you have roughly a percentage of how much of your revenue comes from living pets and your accessories?
All right, so mostly right now, our revenue model will be like 70% is from pet accessories. So it will be like from pet cages and pet probiotics. We are the manufacturer of those products, and 30% will be from the transaction from pets.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Karen. I'll go to Shanli. Shanli, you can ask your question.
Yeah, it sounds like it's quite a similar model to Jompaw and Pet Backer, whom I've heard of before here in Malaysia. How are you different from those two kind of platforms?
All right. So like how can we differentiate from them is that we actually partner up with like Pet 24/7, World Pet Scanner Club, and also one will be runner. So we actually like able to provide insurance for those pets by partnering up with Pet Runner, with which other platform didn't have this this service. And then we also partner up with World Pet Scanner Club, so we are able to like verify the pets to make sure that the pets is really in poor breed condition. Other platform, their pet is not like able to be certified whether is it poor breed or not poor breed. And then we actually plan to like hold all the revenue around the pets. So we are providing pets, we're providing the pets accessory, everything. So our customers not only purchasing pets from us, they also purchasing like accessory, everything from us. And then we also help them to license their pets from the government. We provide insurance for their pets, and we earn revenue through all those things that an owner should purchase on. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And when did you start again? Sorry.
We started as a pet cages manufacturer, will be like from 2020.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Queenie.
Alright.
I saw you even clap your hands with the emoji just now. So you can ask the question.
It's good project. I mean, good, good presentation, and the quality is fantastic in terms of presentation. Yeah, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Oh, okay, no question. Okay, cool. All right. With that, thanks, Queenie. Thanks for your time. We'll go to the next company. The next company is a company called GoLog. GoLog comes in as an intelligent cold chain logistics platform specifically designed for B2B businesses. It links up systems to business owners from upstream to downstream, starting from farmer, fish village to wholesaler. Ivan, are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Good.
All right. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Ivan, founder and CEO of GoLog. Go Logistics, the first intelligent cold chain logistics platform in Malaysia, as well as Southeast Asia. So cold logistics, cold chain is a dinosaur market, and now people call it blue ocean already. And a lot of people step into this turf, especially for business owners that want to do frozen businesses. So, but same question, same problem comes into the situation, which is the volume issues, lifespan issues, cost issues, delivery efficiency, fast issues. So how GoLog able to manipulate how to solve the problem for the business owners, which is we using three main core systems, which is technology, technique, infrastructures, to provide the efficiency to solve the volume issues and delivery issues, cost issues for the business owners. How GoLog business model works actually, we actually quite widen up the question of this volume issues in our side. We're able to direct deliver the B2B frozen products to these hypermarkets with using utilization of all these cold trucks sizes and also empty trucks. For the B2C, we're able to reduce and increase the efficiency of the time and cost by using our delivery golden ratio, which is we combine the delivery SKU data. So in terms, we're able to widen up the business owner their businesses, and also we increase their delivery speed, no matter local or outstation deliveries. So these are some of our clients. Majority they are from farmers, fishermen, wholesale until retails. So this is my team. I'm the founder and CEO. We built our own tech by ourselves, by our Zip King is our co-founder. We backed by the industry leader as well, with Mr. Daniel from Kami Food and Mr. Eric from Dulai Food Enterprise. So we founded the company since 2017 September until now. Our last year traction is about 5 million, actually due to our expanding on our infrastructure, which is our cold truck and warehouse, our system. We are pursuing 30 million on next year. So this is our plan for next year. We are targeting 40 clients and premier in B2C, and B2B. We are using our new system to launch, which is we targeting 80 million for this year. So these are some of our photos of our co-hubs. These are some our photos of we signed an MOU with our clients, our delivery photos, and some of our team photos. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ivan.
Wow.
Why wow, Raj?
that was the quickest time so far.
Okay.
Just
Ivan, if you can stop the share, I think I see hands going up already. I see one hand. So I'll hand over to Kevin Brockton, who's got questions for you. But other judges, if you've got questions, just lift your hand. I'll see you and I'll try to get the question to you. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for that. It's a challenging space, the cold storage. So it's interesting that you're trying to tackle it. So I guess where I'd like to start off. So you own and operate not just the warehouse, but also the delivery fleets. Did I understand that correctly?
Yes, correct.
How large of a delivery fleet do you have at this point? Because you referenced that you have different size vehicles. What's your fleet size?
We're using the model of this crowdsourced, the sharing economic model, similar like this Lalamove and Grabs. So we have a few hundreds of these small vehicles to serve the B2C, and we have about 80 trucks from different type of this logistic company to combine with us to about 80 trucks to serve the B2B segments.
Okay, so you don't actually own them directly yourselves, yeah?
Actually, the pure tech company.
Okay, and the warehouses themselves as well, do you own those or no?
Yeah, we build the systems, but we actually just ran the places for warehousing and storage purposes. And for our co-hubs, actually, we are running the franchise concept. So it's owned by the owners.
Okay, so you're not doing any sort of like twist on like a quick commerce where you're setting up small warehouses in order to make a more efficient cold chain delivery system, yeah? You're more linking up directly with the vendors in order to get the delivery to whether it's a business client or an consumer, yeah?
Yep.
And so it's primarily software layer, yeah?
Yeah, primarily software. Actually, it can be upgraded into SaaS. That's our target.
Okay, cool. And subscription based, or what's your revenue model?
Subscription based.
Okay. Any uptick on usage, or it's primarily just flat fee?
Yeah, for the user side, B2C, they can directly pay like how you buy things in Shopee, and for the B2C, we are using the wallets top basis.
Okay, cool. I see other hands. I should give some time to somebody else.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. All right, Azizi, over to you, sir.
All right, thank you. Well, a lot of questions have been answered earlier, but just one point. If you're using 4-footer 40 FCL, there are two issues. Number one is to consolidate into a full load.
Yep. Yes, that's a problem.
Second thing, it's the temperature requirement. You know.
Yes.
If you carry vegetables, meat, and all different, and then the drop points. You know, how many drop point per 40 CL that you have to to discharge all those products.
Okay, one of the good questions from Mr. Azizi. So, like for example, if you use this, how we solve this problem, right? For B2C, it's happened. Actually, all these details are when they upload, is already written in their PO. So for the truck, actually they can choose to take which type of PO, how many orders how many boxes from that PO, so they can deliver together. So we utilize the size of the truck, the space of the truck to deliver to the same place. So we reduce the time and cost for the business, so that actually they want to have they would need to wait for a full loaded truck, or they need to pay high cost for a charter truck or some other pickup services.
Thank you. Because I was the developer for CCN, Cold Chain Network.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, anyway, those are the questions problem that I had during the time I'm asking you back. Okay, thank you very much. Best of luck.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Jesse. Wow, you have a lot of like secret talents, I noticed. Like even the last time I saw you've got all this experience you didn't know about, and you throw it out as you're doing the Q&A. Scary judge to have. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Ivan. Thanks for the presentation. Good job. It's good to see you again. Okay, next company is a company called Tiger Campus. So what they are is a borderless international online education platform from Singapore. Provides an all-in-one education suite solution for all ages, whether it's tutoring or acquiring a new skill. They are here. Who's presenting for Tiger Campus?
Hi, I'm actually presenting with Tiger Campus.
Hi, Joshua. Okay.
Yes. Hey. All right. So
okay, over to you. The time starts now. Yeah.
All right. So my name is Josh, and I'm the founder of Tiger Campus, and we are a borderless all-in-one online education platform from Singapore. but I'm Malaysian, right? So you can take us as the Amazon of online education that people trust for quality education. Though there was some criteria was about SDG. We don't really have SDG goals, but we do educate people about SDG as well, if you want to, right? All right, so it's my holding company was like founded in 2017, but Target Campus was initially started 3 years ago, and we have about 70 to 80 tiers right now, elite tiers, which is the top 2%, right? So what is Target Campus, right? And there's only 4 things that we do right now, which is online tutoring, online STEM programs. So whether or not you want to learn coding, you want to find a tutor for coding, animations, we do that as well. We are developing an online learning platform. And one of our business right now is actually online university assignment help. So, if you have any university students that, requires like assignment help or guidance or thesis as well, we're here to help. And we do have online college counseling and online career counseling as well. So what is actually, what are we doing, like our mission, right? So we actually serve both sides, the educators, the tutors, and also the parents, the clients, the students, right? For the tutors, we are actually bringing them out of their country, right? So for example, we are actually exporting Malaysian tutors to Singapore and Hong Kong and Dubai, right? And for parents as well, you can actually have tutors from the US, from Singapore as well, and also from Hong Kong or wherever it is, right? We will be the company here in each location to provide you this accessibility, right? So basically, these are the problems we're solving, right? You get like a lot of support, right? There's a lot of location issues, right? And accessibility issues, right? For students, parents, you need to go to like a lot of places to find your education, like support services and things like that. And we are actually here to solve everything all in one, extensive, borderless, all in one, right? Anything, in homework or, if you're an adult, you want to learn coding and stuff like that, we're here to help. So our validation, right? In Singapore, we serve more, this is based on January data, right? In this month, we started serving Japanese clients because I'm actually based in Tokyo, Japan. So Singapore, Malaysia, Dubai, Hong Kong, United States, Thailand, Germany. So we're going all over the places because it's borderless. The reason why we use Singapore is because it's more exportable as an education and an e-education kind of platform kind of thing. So what's the product? It's pretty simple. You request, get a trial, and then you just book a tutor from us. And then what's our business model? We do take 20% up to 100% in every transaction. It's actually gross profit margin. We don't take 100% of the tutor, but because we're kind of like exporting tutors like from Malaysia up into Singapore, so it's like there is an arbitrage over there.
Hey, Joshua.
Yeah. All right.
You've hit the 3-minute mark.
Oh, hit the 3 minute. All right.
Yeah.
Never mind then. And these are revenue.
Thanks, Joshua.
And these are investors. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much. I'm sorry we went over time. I guess you're the winner, the first company to go over time today.
Sorry.
And hopefully some of the judges who have questions will lead you to use your deck to answer those questions, right? You can stop sharing just so we can see the judges' questions, but if something comes up beyond the show on the screen, by all means do that, right? We'll start with Dr. Daniel asking his first question, then we'll go over to Kevin Brockton.
I've seen during the fast moving of the slides a $70 per hour payable by the students.
Yes. Yes.
May I ask you? Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Okay. And may I ask you where is it coming from, and have you done research and so on? Because to me it looks like quite a high number, honestly.
Yes. So we actually only serve premium clients right now. So we go to each market, like from Singapore, Malaysia. We do our pricing research on how much tutor charge, in that particular market, right? So for the US, we usually charge about $65 to $70. We think that's a sweet spot for premium tutoring. In Singapore, we try to charge about 75 up to 90 Singapore dollars to do that. In Malaysia, that's a little bit different, right? We do about 75 Malaysian ringgit, right? Because that's how the market is, right? Because since we're going borderless, the whole team needs to know in each country what's the market, how's the customer like, and what kind of tutor that they need. I hope that answers your question.
Partially. Do you have any algorithm to help you in predicting the best entry values or premium values for different markets, or is a research that is manually done?
it's just a team research over here. We don't really have an algorithm yet, but we might want to have one soon because the number of tutors that we have is a lot. So we're starting to like kind of build like, you know, some form of how do we match, you know, the best tutors to the parents, right? So that would also impact the pricing as well. But what we're going is, you know, the top 20% of like education, right? The premium market. So that's where Tire Campus is hitting. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Josh. Kevin, you have a question?
Yeah. I want to talk about the supply side of this equation on the tutor end of it. How do you source and then validate the tutors that are on your platform?
Right. So we get a lot of the questions from our investors as well. And basically, in each country, we do have like, you know, we do go to their job portals and we, you know, post job postings and things like that. And then we have a really strict criteria of resume screening. So all the tutors, you know, we claim to be like top 3% of tutors, meaning that they actually have to go to like good universities, they get good grades, you know, they can be a role model to the students and things like that. So after that, we do like a technical assessment and then a teaching demo. And then I'm actually currently the last person who actually says, okay, we're gonna have this tutor on our platform or not, right? So it's a really strict process, but that is why we command such a high pricing, right, on our platform, right? Yeah.
Sure. So let me add on to that, because as far as the topic area and the range, you talk about having a wide breadth of offering from elementary through to university across all many subject matters. How are you actually able to manage being able to cover all of that with the tutor set that you have? You know, it's without a specific focus, it creates a challenge in order to be able to scale that up and not have a lot of unfulfilled requests.
Okay, Joshua, before you answer the question, can you do it like in 10 seconds because we're out of time maybe, all right?
That's a really good question. So basically, our tutors are also premium tutors. They are actually very versatile, and according to their skill set, we fit in, right? So if the tutor can do it, we allow them to do it because they're very past our criteria of trust, right? So I hope that answers your question.
Cool, thank you.
All right. Thanks, Joshua. Thanks, Kevin. Okay, thanks, guys. We're now at the halfway mark for today. We've got 5 more companies to go, so we'll quickly move on. Before I do that, just a quick reminder to everyone, those who are pitching, you've got 3 minutes to pitch, and you got 3 minutes for Q&A. I would advise you, as you've noticed from the first 5 companies, to be as economical as you can with the Q&A section, because there may be many questions and you want to get to as many of them as possible. So answer succinctly and as clearly as possible so that we can get to the next question as well, and you can hear from more of the judges. Okay, the next question that we have is a company called Tixcart. Tixcart is a travel technology company that provides distribution from a distribution platform for travel activity and attraction tickets. Pativan, are you ready to go?
Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, couldn't explain it better. Yeah.
Your time starts now.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Parthiban Chan, right? I would like to introduce you to Tixcart. We're the largest attractions and activity ticketing distribution system in Malaysia. Now, let's look at the travel industry itself. There are 3 main segments. You have airlines, you have accommodations, and lastly, attractions and activity. Now, in the first 2 segments, you have global companies like Amadeus, Sabre, and Booking.com, and they deal with the needs of resellers like online travel platforms and independent agents. But in the attractions and activity segment, there's a bit of a void in space. And because of that, it makes resellers' life a lot more difficult. Most people don't understand this as end consumers, but without a distribution system, resellers have to liaise with each attraction and deal with their different ticketing processes. Some have their portal, some requires you to email and confirm, some sends you a zip file with vouchers. So there's a lot of manual process still going on in the background. Now imagine if you are a reseller and you have to do this for about 3,000 customer orders every week. Not only that, in a cash-strapped time for tourism players, resellers also have to upfront bulk buy tickets, and the tickets are non-refundable. So what are we doing? At Tixcart, we are revolutionizing the way ticketing is done for the activity sectors. Resellers such as travel agents, online platforms, service apps, they can use any of our reseller solution that includes an API integration to procure tickets for their guests easily. So it makes the entire process hassle-free and seamless for the customer and reseller. For attractions, it opens up a wide range of sales distribution network that traditionally they were not able to tap into. And it's quite exciting to see TixCard being used within the industry. In a short period of time, we have managed to sign up over 2,400 attractions across Southeast Asia that include some of the biggest names. We got about 265 travel agents, about 45 online travel platforms globally using the TixCard engine. Now, how big is this market? Here's a glimpse of it. The combined GMV from online platforms for attraction sales is about $2.72 billion US. We make 5 to 10% commission from ticket sales. Now, the lifetime value to the cost of acquisition is slightly more than 33 times, but this creates a clear path to profitability for us. And that's one of the main reasons why we focused on the B2B model. Now, looking at the revenue, with a number of destinations opening up, we're already seeing a huge surge in booking. Our last quarter, which was last quarter of 2021, sales was almost double pre-COVID Q4 2019. And we saw a huge growth in B2B sales. We are seeing the same trend continue in the following months. And we're in the midst of integrating with a number of China OTAs and platforms, and China being the largest inbound tourist into Southeast Asia, this would definitely increase booking for us. Now the team, this is the management team, Brian Wong, Arul, and myself, we come from different technical backgrounds and project management. We also have a top business development executive who has 12 years experience in tourism. Yeah.
Yeah,
last slide.
You've hit the 3-minute mark.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So this is our funding. Happy to take on any more questions.
Thanks, Parthiban. Yeah, you ended on a good slide, asking for money. All right, if you can minimize the slides, we'll take the first question. I see Gajo, hands up already. Gajo, I'll hand the time over to you.
Thank you, Aaron, for the opportunity, and Parthiban, really great presentation, interesting concept. Would like to know more about your financial model. I mean, how much of revenue you generated so far? I mean, I have seen that you have a little volatile changes through the years, especially through COVID years. So would you elaborate more on your financial forecast in your current state in terms of revenue?
Yep. So in the last quarter, I think it's fair to say that we were just opening up markets after COVID, right? In the last quarter of 2021, our GMV was $560,000 US, and we made about 8% from that is our revenue. Sorry.
Did we just lose Gajo?
I think he may have froze, actually.
Yeah, I think he froze, but let's get him back when he's back in. Karen, I see you have a question. Oh, Gajo, you back?
I'm here. Do you hear me?
We can hear you.
Sorry, I lost you.
I think we lost you for a second.
Okay.
Did you hear Parthiban's answer?
Sorry, Gajo, did I answer your question?
I asked about your competition. Who are your direct competitors?
Okay, yeah, sorry, I lost you there. So there are two competitors in the region, based in Singapore. But the thing is, the way we approach the same problem is different. They address it from a SaaS model, where it's a merchant solution for the attractions, where they have to adopt an entire solution, which includes the accounting software, the POS, while ours is more of a slap-on service. Now, I think ours is a lot more lightweight. It works better with the Southeast Asia attractions, where most of it is small and medium size, tour base and all that. You don't really need the end-to-end solution. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your fast and detailed answers to my questions, and looking forward to interact.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
thanks so much. Karen, you've got a question.
Hi, Parthiban. A very quick one. I can see potential of embedded financing and insurtech in your solutions that you can provide from end to end. The second point I want to ask is that I can see 1/3 of your funding actually goes to merchant acquisition. How does that cost being deployed? Why is there? Yeah.
So our average cost to acquire a merchant is about $55 US. But as we go into different regions, the thing is, we have to also increase our merchants and at the same time increase our distribution channels, because otherwise it doesn't work. So it's a two-pronged strategy, and we have to become the largest inventories in Southeast Asia. So the most of the funding is going to acquire that 8,300 inventories in Southeast Asia. Yeah. Thank you, Karen.
Thanks, Karen. All right, and that's time for Q&A. So thanks so much, Parthiban. Great job. Good pitch. Yeah. Okay. we got a couple more presentations, and I'm going to try my best to pronounce this company as best as I can. But I think what it's called is Deliver, right? D-E-L-Y-V-A. So it's Deliver. Deliver, and correct me if I'm wrong, so sorry to the presenter. If you can start sharing your screen now, it'd be great. So Hanif, I see you. All right, it's helping e-commerce and Q-commerce businesses save time and money on delivery, scale faster, and retain more customers, serving the largest bank and the largest hypermarket in Malaysia. So Hanif, really excited to hear about your presentation. Over to you.
Hello everyone, I'm Hanif, founder and CEO of Deliver. Deliver is an AI and machine learning enabled B2B delivery platform to recommend the best courier for every order. If you can, e-commerce in Southeast Asia is growing very rapidly. So does the last mile delivery industry. So the industry is fragmented with so many players and innovation. So as an e-commerce business owner or manager, how do we choose the best courier to work with? Typically, we will work with the ones who offered us the lowest rates or the ones our friends referred us to. So what happens if you chose the wrong courier partner for our order? The package get lost, delayed, or broken. Customers will get angry. They will leave bad reviews online. And what if we work with more courier partners? We could leverage individual courier strength. We could distribute parcel volumes across these various providers. We can even negotiate for better rates with the couriers. So theoretically, this will guarantee the best customer experience. But now, with more courier partners, let's say we have 10, 100, or 1,000 orders, how do we select the best courier partners for every order, right? So Deliver use performance data to recommend the best courier for every order. For micro and small businesses, they can create delivery order through a web portal or mobile app or social commerce platforms that we are integrated with. For brand.com, they can connect with our Shopify, Magento, or WooCommerce plugin. And for enterprises and platforms, they can connect with our API. And then they can select and book the most efficient or the fastest or the most cost-effective courier from more than 20 on-demand delivery, standard, and international couriers. Then they can communicate better with their end customers, notify their customers early, track in real time with ETA, put their own brand address tracking page on division, and get feedback from their customers, and lastly, promote their products and so on to their customers. So our strategy is to grow with our customers. Therefore, we have plans for businesses of any sizes. For micro and small businesses, they can simply top up as minimum as 20 ringgit. And then they can top up more to solve more when they have more volume. So we take about average 10 to 15% margin for delivery services. And for a bit more larger and growing businesses, we charge them a subscription fee if they want to subscribe and connect their own courier account, so they don't have to do another integration with the particular courier. And for enterprises, we offer them custom plan with more features, with lower rates. They can even connect their own courier account if they have much better rates than what we offered them. We also provide them custom payment support. So we have been growing very steadily. We have more than 1,000 active customers monthly with very good, with good unit economics. And we are working with the largest bank, largest market, and largest couriers. For example, we are working with Maybank for their Sama Small Local. It's available on May. They provide 0%.
Hi, so sorry, you've hit the 3-minute mark.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I finish?
What you can do is just like tap through the slides real quick.
Okay. So there's a huge opportunity.
Don't talk through the slides though. Just tap through it. Yeah.
We are raising to grow faster, and our team have been around for more than in the last mile industry for more than 6 years.
Okay.
And we are holding seed meetings. Do keep in touch.
Thanks, Hanif. All right, I see hands going up already. If you can minimize your screen, we'll get to the questions. We'll start with Karen. Are you asking questions? Okay, then I'll go to Shanli. Shanli, first question is yours, and those else who want to ask questions, please raise your hand as well.
Hi, Hanif. Can you tell us a little bit more about the competition? There are other companies that provide this kind of delivery
aggregator or something like Agoda for courier service.
Yeah, so, I think in Malaysia, Easy Parcel is quite a familiar name.
So we compete with Easy Parcel, and originally we compete with Shipit. But if you can see on who the customers that we are working with, like Mydin, Aeon, Maybank, they are using, they want to use both on-demand delivery as well as parcel delivery. So compared to Easy Parcel and Shipit, we have like more than 7 on-demand players on board, and these players doesn't have. They are not focusing on quick commerce yet, food delivery, grocery delivery. And when we ask our enterprise customers, Maiden, Aeon, Maybank, why they choose us, they said in one platform they can access to more than 7 on-demand players as well as parcels and so on. So
just a follow-on question. Do you have exclusivity with these on-demand providers, or can Shipit and Easy Parcel also onboard those guys as well?
It's not exclusive, but we have a head start. So when we already integrated with this Maybank, right, for example, why should they do another integration, spending product development to connect with a different, to the same thing, right? Instead, they should be focusing on improving their own customer experience, conversions, and so on.
Okay.
So our strategy is to move fast, to get connected to more and more platforms. For example, we are connected to Zilnex POS. We are also connecting with Yeza, social commerce, Maniaga also connecting with us. We also have Postlove connecting with us. So we are double down on quick commerce compared to other players.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shanli. Gajo, I see a question from you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Aaron. Hi, Hanif. Good presentation. I saw that you have bootstrapping, as a way of raising capital. And what I wanted to know that you, since I also have seen through your summary on the website that you have passed the acceleration program with the new cheap seed. Can you tell us, did you get any financial support or proper guidance in terms of product development through your acceleration, or any kind of value through your acceleration through that program?
So the accelerator provides us guidance to improve our communications on the idea, on how to prepare the data room, approach the investors. We are still in the middle of the accelerator. It's a remote accelerator, and we had an online bonding, and we are talking to investors now.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Raj, do we have time for another question, or?
Yeah, we have time for one.
Okay, any bigger question? If not, Shanli is okay. No. Okay, then if not, then we'll move on. Thanks, Hanif. Good job, great presentation.
Thank you.
All right, next up we have a company called Cult Creative. Cult Creative is a network platform where job-seeking creatives and employers find each other. More than a job site, our platform enables creatives to showcase the best work, connect, and collaborate. I believe, Charmaine, you're doing the presentation today?
Yes, thank you so much, Aaron, for the introduction.
Most welcome. Over to you. Your time will start now.
Hi guys, my name is Charmaine and this is Cult Creative. This is our founding team, consists of myself, Manisha and Lena. We have over 30 years of experience within the creative industry in marketing, PR, and publishing. We also have our head of product, Ken, who comes from a tech and creative industry background as well. So as creatives, we struggle to find work because of the limited network outside of our industry. We still found work through a friend of a friend, which is informal and unstructured. We don't feel valued or seen on LinkedIn, which don't showcase portfolios. This is the traditional job platforms out there. And we also empathize with employers who struggle to find creative talent because they lack the network and time. They also lack expertise to hire. And number 3, it is time consuming and ineffective because there's no unified platform that views portfolio. Over 70 million MSMEs are looking to employ over 27 million creative professionals, and we want to narrow down to 10.5 million employees on an average spend of $210 per year. Our projected SAM is 2.3B. Think of us as the LinkedIn for the creative world. Cult Creative has developed a network platform that allows matching between creatives and creatives that employers want to tap into. So we are much more than a job platform. Creatives use our platform for the community appeal because they feel seen and valued. The all-in-one portfolio showcases their best work, allowing them to apply for niche positions and connect and collaborate. Employers as well, we've got a head start on data collection. Our platform will match creative talent to employers based on experiences and preferences. Employers now are willing to pay $15,000 for experienced creative position through recruiters, We can suggest the best talent quick and at low cost at a fraction of price at $2,000. Currently, employees purchase job tokens to post jobs. $70 per job token can last for 30 days. In Q3, we'll be introducing a headhunting service that automates through data points like skills, years of experience, preferred employment type, and salary. Since our beta launch in September, we have had an organic month-on-month user growth of 97%, revenue growth of 105%, returning employers of 45%, and this is a key success matching that we champion. It is our success matching rate between employers and talent at 20%. Our target is to grow it to 70% by Q3. And we're definitely on track for that. In terms of competition, we are low cost, fast, with high success matching rate because of the quality talent and employers. We also have a networking feature for creatives. Competitors like Fiverr undervalue a creative's work, whereas we envision Cult Creative to become a regional talent pool with a creator-led network. Our go-to strategy has been organic. We started with Instagram with now we have over 23,000 followers. We have successful partnerships with top universities and edtech platforms to funnel their job seekers and fresh graduates to our platform to match them. In terms of employers, we have partnerships right now with MDEC, with 22 co-working spaces, and also My Startup with 5,000 startups in there to become their talent solution provider. We also,
Hi, Charmaine.
Yes.
Yeah, you hit the 3-minute mark.
All right.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
You could just chat through, yeah.
Okay, this is my last slide. I'm looking for a seed fund of 500K for an 18-month run play. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Charmaine. You can minimize the slides and then we can open up for Q&A.
Will do.
All right. I think Karen has a question. I'll give it to her since she's the first one up.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Charmaine. Very beautiful slides. How is your Cult Creative compared to Behance?
Okay, Behance is a portfolio platform. It doesn't allow job seeking and it doesn't allow networking. So what Cult Creative does is it pulls Behance into our profile section. So as an employee, you view a creative's profile, you can see their Behance, even their websites, because we want it to be an all-in-one. Right now, everybody goes through different platforms. Behance is purely just a site for them to show their work.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Cool. I'll hand over to Azizi.
Hi. Yeah, hi. I just want to check with you. Your market seems to be quite narrow now. You're confined purely to what do you call that, talent in creatives. Eh?
Yep.
So the thing is, of course, you have an opportunity to go regional market now with a platform. But the thing is, do you think that because the industry, because of this digital disruption is having a problem now, what will be the best way to revive the industry? Because it is just been disrupted by many. So can you explain a bit on that?
That's a great question. I know that we seem like it's a niche industry, but it is definitely a growing industry. We are not just targeting the employers right now. We're targeting the creative industry. Eventually, we've been likened to a GitHub for creatives. So down the line, we'll be introducing tools like SaaS tools to help them with management in terms of invoices, their payments, learnings. So think of us as like LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn started off with a network effect with purely just connections and jobs. Down the line, we'll be introducing more learnings. So ultimately, we're tapping into a 27.3 million creative professional network in Southeast Asia.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Azizi. Kevin, you got a question? I think we got time for that. By all means,
before the question, just a comment. It's nice to see that for a creative business that your presentation was built in Canva, which is a phenomenal business, by the way. I noticed in the head bar. So I mean, it's an interesting business. I've been involved with a couple in Latin America in the past. It's a challenging business, but I'm curious when you take the angle of like the LinkedIn. So when you think about the way of setting up the profile pages, that side of it, in order to optimize for the ability to search and match, how do you distinguish the appropriate characteristics specific to the creative industry, as well as kind of showcasing work, etc.? How do you envision that, as well as kind of, I'm sure there's copyrights around some of the past work as well.
Great question. So number one, creatives work is definitely through their portfolio, and how we do the matching right now is through simple data points like skills. A lot of employers, because they're so used to white collar professionals, there's so much skills needed for, in terms of like Adobe Premiere Pro, there's specific skill sets for jobs. There's also expected employment type. It is very hybrid, fluid, and flexible right now. So that, as well as salary range, and location. So we used key points like that to match them. What was your second question? Copyright, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a big part of the portfolio function is also the tagging feature. Right now, we understand that a creative work is not a one-person show, right? It's usually a collaborative effort. So we allow tagging to their collaborators, and this in turn create that high network trust. If in turn I see a work that's not done by mine, a collaborator will also flag it. So the network within themselves are also ensuring the quality is done there as well.
And one last one, if I could squeeze it in, is just on kind of, let's say it's kind of like an e-commerce sort of angle of it, to where you could have like buyer ratings, that side of it. So where if you're connecting purchasers with the creatives, are you going to end up having some sort of feature in order to help validate past work by getting the opinions, etc.?
Fantastic question. Actually, one of the e-commerce thing we're working towards is definitely NFT. We've got a growing NFT community in there. We want to showcase portfolios, a designer's best work, right? So an angle we can work towards is showcasing the NFT designers and also their works, linking up maybe with an OpenSea, partner up with an NFT platform, and then get an affiliate revenue through the sale on the platform. So we want to sort of showcase the designer behind the work and not just the NFT artwork itself. So that's our entry into Web3.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Web3 question keeps coming up, Hashimi.
I think you started it and then it's just like snowball. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Kevin.
Okay, thanks, guys. All right, good job, Shemaine. We're going to move on. We got 2 more comments to go before we close up for the afternoon. Next company is Jazro. Jazro is a robotics education company which aims to develop digital talents in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM education fields with specially curated content for students. All right, are you ready?
Hello, hi.
Are you there? Hi, Zul.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Are you all set? Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hi, Aaron. Yep, and everyone. Okay, cool.
I'll give you the time in 3, 2, 1. Over to you.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm live from Terengganu. My name is Zulfakish. I am the CEO and founder of Jazro Technology. The next generation talent starts here. Do you know in the future, robots and automation will replace human routine job by more than 50%? Malaysia Digital Economy Blueprint and 12 Malaysia Plan is focusing on digital transformation. And also for SDG 4, quality education for STEM education knowledge. Based on that, these are the problems that we identified. The robotics class is expensive and only high-income parents can afford this class. Secondly, there is no students' performance monitoring for the parents because there is no personal touch in robotics class. Lastly, the digital literacy gap among students and parents is huge, especially in the East Coast and East Malaysia states. For the solution, we have developed an in-house comprehensive robotics e-learning platform with personal human touch that provides a lower-cost extracurricular module for students aged 7 to 17 years old. Next, we have a student monitoring system via student assessment and individual performance dashboard. Our e-learning platform allows us to reach any students with basic internet access. Our business model is from monthly subscription, which contributes 85% of our income, and 5% of it is from selling educational robot, while 10% of it is from our licensing via authorized robotic center throughout Malaysia. We are targeting the underserved cities in Malaysia with the market size of 2.8 million parents with kids aged 7 to 17 years old. If 10% of it is equivalent to $128 million or 550 million ringgit. Our differentiator is that our class is affordable for B40 parents. Our price is 50 to 60% cheaper compared to what offered in the market. Besides, we have a comprehensive robotics e-learning platform, and our robotics program includes an international level competition, which not many centers do that. We have validated our business model. From January to December 2021, our monthly revenue is at 8x and number of students growing at 56 times to more than 7,000 students. I would like to introduce to you our founding team with 26 years experience in programming, robotics, and branding. Also, we have our board of advisory team from industry experts to advise us on our modules and technical content. Our planning is we will penetrate nationwide market starting this year and international market starting with Indonesia country by 2023. We are planning to open 35 robotic centers with more than 350 robotic tutors throughout Malaysia by 2024. We're asking for $250,000 for the usage as stated, which mainly focus on upgrading our e-learning platform. Ladies and gentlemen, our aim is to develop the next generation. We want to create more awareness on STEM education, regardless of the health or the income from the parents. Maybe all our new generation can be the next Elon Musk from Malaysia. Thank you for listening to Jazro Technology.
Thanks, Zul. You can minimize the screen and then we'll open it up for questions. You got a clapping from Karen too. Any of the judges got questions for Zul? Okay, yeah, Kevin. Over to you, sir.
Sure. I'll jump in again this time. Thanks for that. I like the robotic space. So I'm curious with this because there's the physical component of having an actual kit in order to kind of couple this up along with. So I'm curious when you're developing it, is that on like a rotating basis to where if I'm a regular subscriber, then I end up needing to purchase a new kit on some predetermined frequency? How does that end up working?
Thank you for the question, Kevin. Actually, you don't need any physical kit. All the learning is virtually. The kit is just optional if you want to buy the robot, educational robot. So everything is virtual. We have 50 weeks of lesson plan or classes for 12 months or more than 10 months learning. Yeah.
Is it tied directly? So if I do the optional of the actual kit itself, is the entire 12-month plan tied in with the usage of that physical good, or is that just kind of an extra that can be followed separately under a different track?
Yeah, it is a continuous program and is suitable for the starting 7 years old to 17 years old. Yeah, it is a continuous program.
No, but I mean, if I opt for that physical kit so that I can get the hands-on of kind of building, does it follow the same curriculum? Like if I bought it, am I able to physically do it while I'm learning online, or what?
Okay, got your answer. Your question. Physical class, they have their other syllabus because physical, but the content is still the same. Whatever coding you do, you press enter. The virtual one will do it virtually. The robot will move virtually. But if you upload the code, the same coding into the physical robot, the robot will move. Will be the same as what in the virtual robot. But our syllabus is different for virtual. Another one is for physical.
Okay. And how? Sorry, I'll let I'll pass over the time.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. Azizi, over to you for your question.
Zul, your program, whatever you're building, I think it's more suited for government. If you go into TV, ET, government is trying to build this thing up to train more people free of charge, especially like codings and so forth. Why is it that you have to do it privately and charge a lot of money, where this thing by right should be the government's job? I mean, I'm just asking that question.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Azizi. Yeah, we're doing it for B2C right now, but we starting to do it B2B with schools, tadika owner, kindergarten, and coming soon with B2G lah, because we are actually the official register maker under MDEC movement. So we're going that way. On the government initiative, that's their program. So, but we are also the HRD Corp training provider. So we are looking on that opportunity. Also.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, cool.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Zul.
Aaron, and everyone.
Raj, we have questions. Okay, time's up anyway. So thanks so much, Zul. Great job, good presentation. Okay, guys, we're at the last company for the day. And it's a company. It's also challenging me in terms of how to pronounce the name, but I'm going to go for it as well. I believe it's logistics. All right. I think logistics serves as an API bridge between clients and network partners, connecting them directly to service providers of their choice, whether for the first time custom imports or last mile services. I believe we've got, is it Ali who's presenting?
Yes.
All right, over to you, sir.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hi, my name is Ali, co-founder of Logistics, 17 years veteran in the logistics world, and also former co-founder of iCommerce Asia and Janio, which I exited recently. So pretty much what is logistics focused on is pretty much we are SaaS-based enterprise focused in helping logistics company manage the cross-border e-commerce. As you know, that cross-border e-commerce is growing, and quoted by Euromonitor by 2030, it will grow to a USD 1 trillion to 2 trillion business. More importantly, 60% of all cross-border will be from, to, or intra-Asia. However, with regards to this growth, it has impacted the logistics industry purely because there's a shortage in terms of supply and there's cross-pressure in terms of doing cross-border logistics. On top of that, there's also an increase in demand to build international cross-border network among themselves. But also, more importantly, there's also complexity to understand cross-border duties and tax. As you know, in this region, the letter of the law may not be pretty much be practiced accordingly. So the key challenges that we are addressing in the logistics world is pretty much the time and the resources invested to invest in the network, the inefficiency that is pretty much faced by the logistic provider in building their own network, and the lack of transparency and understanding, especially in understanding duties and tax in the different countries. So what we have done, pretty much logistics have built a unified API platform for the logistics industry, whereby our clients, the logistics company, through a single API connection, can connect to any service provider from first mile to freight to customs broker and last mile accordingly. More importantly, they can design, they can build, they can pretty much have clear transparency with regards to the rules and regulation and also the rates that they are paying. Basically, what we have done is to make the life easier for our clients, the logistics company, to work together in a collaborative ecosystem. So rather than they build their own network, pretty much they can work with one another across borders accordingly. So we've been established on the 6th of 6, product was launched on the 9th of 9, and we received our first order on the 10th of 11, interestingly. So what has happened over the past 6 months and all, we have pretty much covered 10 serviceable available market in Asia, in ASEAN in total, onboard 70 over network partner, experienced 3 times growth with 5 times growth in terms of total GMV. We have 12 active clients again, and also crazily we have due to this COVID, we have employed 30 employees in Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines, and everybody is 100% remote. More importantly, what we are trying to do is become the biggest virtual logistics ecosystem in a single platform, whereby rather than compete, everybody is collaborating and changing the way how the logistics industry works. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Ali. That was very brief and good job. I'll have the first question go to Encik Azizi.
Hi, Charlie. I just want to check with you. Are you being part of the ASEAN single window? Because I think that's something that the ASEAN is developing, the digital, cash, what do you call that, paperless transaction. Are you part of it? Or
so I actually sit on the advisory board from the Singapore side. But just to be very clear, logistics is a pure platform whereby we are onboarding the customs broker and the service provider in the platform accordingly, so they can work together.
Is that that simple? Is it?
Yep. So what is actually happening? So some of clients, take example, JNE is the biggest logistics courier in Indonesia. Now through our platform, previously when they were doing cross-border, they were using a DHL and Aeromax where they are charging an arm and a leg. Now through our platform, they can choose their own freight forwarder, they can choose their last mile customs agent in Malaysia and their last mile agent in Malaysia, example. So they start shipping to Malaysia accordingly right now through our platform, designing their own network. But more importantly, in Malaysia, they are using Pigeon Express, which is a Malaysian-born company. And now Pigeon is also in our platform, and Pigeon realized, through our platform, I also can do cross-border. Now Pigeon is shipping cross-border to Indonesia, and because JNE is using them for last mile in Malaysia, they are using JNE for last mile in Indonesia. So what we're doing is creating a collaborative ecosystem. Rather than they compete, they are now all starting to work together and get to know one another, sir.
Does that include the freight forwarders?
Yes. So in terms of the freight forwarder, what we have done actually, we create a virtual co-loader program whereby we do a group buy. So take example, if Encik Azizi give us 100 kilo, Encik Aaron give us 100 kilo, and Encik Kevin give us 100 kilo, typically Encik Azizi, Encik Aaron, Encik Kevin will be charged $2 per kilo. But we virtually combine it, becomes 300 kilo, and you will get the economies, and you'll be only charged 50 cents per kilo. So that's what we have done, you know. So basically the concept of group buy in the B2C world, we bring it into the B2B world. So we are creating such tools pretty much whereby all the good practices in the B2C world, we're adopting in the B2B world.
Wow, great. Congrats.
Interesting. Okay. Shani, you got a question?
Has anybody else done this similar business model overseas?
Oh, no, sir.
I mean,
no, ma'am. Sorry. No, ma'am.
How about companies like Border Free? You know, I buy a lot of stuff from overseas, and it all comes through these aggregators that do cross-border deliveries.
So just to be very clear, why I say no, and I say this with much humility. Many startup logistics are now focused on the B2C space. They want to shout out, oh, I'm shipping for Amazon, I'm shipping for Shopee, I'm shipping for everybody and anybody and whatnot. We're not interested in that. Like I say, this is my third startup, and my passion is actually to help the logistics provider right now. And the idea is through this platform, we want to enable especially the ASEAN logistics SMEs to think that previously they cannot compete with a digital logistic provider or a DHL or Aeromax through a bigger network. Now through this collaborative ecosystem, they can actually compete. Our focus is actually helping the logistics provider, and not we would never go to a Shopee or a Lazada. We would never do that. We are helping the logistics community, you know. So that's the biggest difference.
And sorry if I missed it earlier, but what exactly was the business model? Like, what percentage do you take and from who?
We are a SaaS platform whereby we have a subscription, but also we are taking charges based on transmission from our client, but also we take a commission from the network partner that has been chosen by the client. So we are double dipping on both sides.
Roughly, how much is the commission?
Quite a significant amount. We are so at GP1 level, we are around 90%, 90 to 92%. For a SaaS system, that's very for a SaaS system operating in the logistics space, that's very interesting.
Okay, thank you.
Interesting. At that point, I'm gonna have to cut you off. We're out of time, but great presentation, Ali. Quite enjoyed that one. Even though I can't pronounce your name, I hope I pronounce it.
It's actually logistics.
Logistics. Okay.
Yeah, named after my late mother. My late mother was Sundanese. She couldn't pronounce logistics properly. So when she passed away early last year, and when I founded this company, so I thought I'll name the company after her, how she pronounced it. So it's logistics.
That's a great story. You should tell it, actually. Yeah. Thanks so much. Okay, everyone. We're at the end of all the pitches today. Great job to all the startups. I think everybody did a really, really good job. And I know everybody was nervous and the Q&As were tight with very little time, but I think everybody did a really good job today. Okay, while we tabulate the scores, we're gonna do like the customary Brady Bunch photo op where everybody's in little squares. So if I can ask everyone, you know, you can do your hair, you can maybe improve the lighting in your room, but more importantly, switch on your cameras, please, because we'll take a picture in a bit with everybody here. So it'd be great if we could see faces and stuff, right? Okay.
I think we're seeing a couple more cameras turn on at the moment.
Okay. Andrew is switching on his camera. I don't know if this is a different Azizi, but there's an Azizi that's been connecting since we started. So I don't know if that's the same person.
I have a problem getting my video on.
Okay, no worries. But you've got like a profile picture, right? I think when you stop having a video on. So we'll just pretend that's you. I think so. Okay, Raj, can you take the picture? There you go. Yep. See, we'll just pretend that's Andrew. All right. Raj, just give us a countdown and we all smile.
I think everyone can just put a thumbs up, yeah.
Okay, thumbs up.
All right. Hold on. Okay, one more. Hold on. Sorry. All right.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Thanks so much. Thank you, everyone. We're tabulating the scores, and I'll get a message soon with who the top 3 are. I'm sure everybody's pretty nervous. I thought before as we're waiting for the scores to come in, maybe, and thank you for all smiling and cooperating with the picture. I'm sure we'll all look lovely when it's posted at some point. Maybe you can ask some of the judges if they've got any thoughts after hearing the 10 presentations today, if there's anything that has impressed them, any advice they could have for the founders who have pitched today, or just any thoughts about this afternoon. Anybody want to go?
Can I say something? Because
sure. Yeah.
I think what was the draft given to us to go through and what was presented is completely two different picture. So it's a bit difficult because I think I have to shift my my mark every now and then, because after the presentation it looked better than what was given in the draft. So I think this is something we need a clearer picture, more clearer slide in future, so that we can at least ask the right question as well. Thank you.
Interesting. Okay. And any other judge has some thoughts?
Yeah, I can say something.
Yeah, please.
You want to go first?
No.
Okay,
go
quick
first.
one.
Ladies first. Okay. Yeah.
Just a quick one. I think everybody did a really good job. Fantastic job by everybody. A bit of advice. Maybe I think a lot of you would have noticed that a lot of the questions was, how do you compare to your competition? Or are you similar to this other company? And how are you different from those companies? Maybe it's better you cover that in your presentation so you don't make people ask you the question. So in your presentation, you should already be able to clearly state which industry do you play in, or who are similar companies to you, and why are you different? How do you stand out, and what's your USP? Okay.
Cool. Dr. Daniel.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. I was thinking to mention that because it was a bit difficult to understand and to visualize who are the possible competitors. However, 10 presentation, one better of the other. Most of you have been totally disregarding compared to recent pitching that I've been attending around Malaysia and beyond, totally missing the ESG and SDG point. From this point of view, beside the first two presenters, others, I would say, could have been mentioning SDG 4 education, for instance, and there is another one that I've been seeing with some sort of aspect, but never mentioned, never brought up by the presenter. Put a bit more of emphasis. I've been seeing big competition where startups have been just disregarded because didn't mention at all a positive impact, and few of you have it. The one that have been mentioning it, to me, are already ahead of others. And then try to respect the timing, because few of you have been skipping a very important slide. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Aaron, can I say something? Just quick
sure,
one.
You can.
You see, at the ESG, when you go for investment, they are looking at financial ESG, the financial rating, because of risk management. Because if you don't comply to ESG, those companies shouldn't be, asking for or shouldn't be raising capital, because they don't comply to ESG. So I think the ESG financial is more important at this point, as far as the startup are concerned. But the operation part, yes, you have ESG standards and requirements, but the financial part is quite key, because of risk management. Thanks. It comes under ASB,
Thanks so much for that. Anybody else got one last comment from the judges? Otherwise, I'm going to reveal the winners. Going once, going twice.
Okay, if nobody wanted to, I'm going to do it. Well,
I was waiting for you.
I knew that. I think that from today's event, what we have learned is that everybody were focused much on attraction, but they just didn't put all the necessary information to presentation. As Shanli says, you know, sometimes it's much better to be precaution within your presentation, because you're never going to know who's going to assess it. You know, if you're just sending your presentation to some VC or a group of investors, you need to practically answer all the questions, but not in too much details. Nevertheless, what I have seen through your presentations, that you're trying to run through your presentation so fast that sometimes you probably don't think that you have covered all the important aspects. Sometimes it's not just about that you're speaking so fast, it's more about the quality than the quantity. So for some startups, nuances were giving the advantage, you know, for the judges to assess them better. And for some, you know, it's just about the content of your presentation. So next time, I mean, the ones who will get the satisfactory grading through this event will go further. But for the ones who are not going to be among the first three graded, you don't think this event is just is going to do some wrong to you? It's more like a practicing for everyone who wanted to participate and wanted to get the new chance on this event or any similar events that provides them opportunity to pitch. So you always work to your presentation to change the way how you approach your presentation in terms of the quality, what you have to say. Sometimes it's better to say less than more, because you need to answer the problem what your project or business is answering. Additionally, it's not always about the finances. Sometimes it's more about your project in terms is it answering to some specific need, or is it you know, current in terms of technology and market demand. So I wish all the participants all the best, and if anybody wanted to communicate or have some kind of advice, my doors are open to you, and I think the same applies to other judges as well. So looking forward to interact, and I'm looking forward to the next event within the Malaysia Startup Network.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, judges, for the wonderful words of advice. I couldn't have said it better myself. I think everybody here who presented, thank you for spending the afternoon with us, going through all this stress. It makes the heart pump a little faster. But I think all of you hopefully will leave this place learning something from each other, and maybe learning something from the judges as well. And congratulations, even though you may not end up in the top three, you made an effort, you put yourself out there, and you're going to be better for it, and will help you on your startup journey, right? No success story is ever on one event. It's always a series of things that you grow towards, right? Are you ready to hear who made it as the top three? Okay, so the top three participants will get recognition. Unicorn Pictures will post it on their social media platforms, and Scale Up Malaysia will amplify it on ours. But of course, only the one winner, the top winner, gets to go to the next level, which is the regional competition. Okay, so without further ado, the second runner-up, number 3 spot, goes to, I wish I had drums, but I mean, for those in Malaysia, the sky.
I do for you drum roll.
You can do a drum roll, right? And the sky seems to be rumbling as well outside for those living in Malaysia, so I'll assume that's my natural drum roll. I'm just prolonging it to make the stress last longer. Okay, the third place winner, number 2 runner-up, is Homa. So well done, Penny, in the top 3. Great job. Penny, have anything you want to say to those, just really quick, 30 seconds or less?
Thank you, all the superhero, to make every one of us possible. Onwards and upwards together.
Thanks, Penny. All right, congratulations, Penny. Well done. The first runner-up, slot number 2, goes to Titska. Well done, Parthivan. You all can virtually clap, even though we can't hear you. I can see you.
Thanks,
Parthivan,
Aaron.
any thoughts from you?
Thank you to all the judges. I think it was very valuable comments and insights. Yeah, towards improving a lot more. Thanks.
Thanks, Parthivan. Great job. And any guesses who the winner is? I'm not going to make you guess to make people feel uncomfortable. But all right. So the company who made it through fought a travel startup, fought a home improvement startup, and the rest of the other companies, and has emerged as the #1 voted company is Logistics. Well done, Ali. Ended with a bang. Congratulations. I think your grandmother will be proud. Any thoughts you'd like to share with us before we close up for the day?
Thank you, everybody. It was wonderful. Again, we're humble. And again, thank you. My late mother will be happy.
Your late mother, sorry, your late mother.
No, but congratulations, everyone. Like I said, this is a marathon, a journey for everybody and all. But thank you.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thank you. Congratulations to the winners. Ali is going to go and pitch at the next level, so we'll root for him, as in we'll root for the Malaysian company to emerge there victorious as well. The rest of you, will see you out in the marketplace. I'm sure those of us in Scale Malaysia will see you, and those of the judges, I guess some of them are also active VCs. By all means, I see comments going in the chat room, so please add your contact details so people can reach out to you if they want to reach out to you. Everybody, you did a very good job. We're sorry if we went like 6 minutes over time, but I think it was worth it to hear from everybody. And with that, I'd like to end today's session. Until the next time, stay safe and all the best, onwards and upwards. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye, Aaron.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Aaron. Thanks.
Thanks. Judges, till the next time, guys.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Raju, you still there? I can't hear you actually. I think you're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I just started reading my today's
Your email.
email.
There you go.
So I'm trying to get up. No, it was really a pleasure. With each event, you bring a new fresh blood. With the new approach. Diversity at the most, especially with it's not all in fintech. I mean, I like fintech partially with my additional project. I'm associated to it, but what you can learn from the Malaysian startup ecosystem is really great, because the focus, the idea generation, many of these startups, couldn't be possible